because this is your first live show, and I imagine that dynamic could be a little bit different than the other stages. What was it like for you guys when you were getting on stage for the first time tonight and actually had to perform live?
I'll go first, I guess. I think that the nerves by this point, having done this 5 or 6 times now, have sort of have become a less of a thing, luckily. But I didn't let myself conceptualize that this is on national television because that scares the shit out of me. So I made sure to keep it, zoned in. But I would say it was an interesting experience knowing it was live, but more than anything, it felt better than any other time because it's just I feel like I'm so used to it now. And so it feels comfortable finally. After 5 times, it feels comfortable.
Yeah, for me it was really hard. But also when I was in the moment in the zone, I think like halfway through the song, I was like, okay, I got this. I trust myself. I think one thing that's hard is that we haven't filmed for quite a while, and so now we're seeing social media comments and all this stuff, and you're really having to work on building your confidence and your own self thoughts and image. But thankfully, I feel like being here and being around all this support, all the contestants, made it easier. It made it easier knowing that I'm not really competing against anyone else except for myself. And I'm really just trying to put my authentic self out there. And so it was beautiful, but it was hard and challenging. But I'm glad that I stuck through it.
Mhm.
Man, for me, stage is home. I ain't gonna lie, I felt like I was at home from the blinds to now. Um, like she said, it's not really I never looked at it as a competition against everybody else. It's just not, we all are blessed with the same opportunity and, just show up and do what we've all been doing for our lives up until this point and still doing it and just being prepared for, the moment and letting God do what he does and the decisions made up until this point. So it's always been home. Obviously, with these performances, the sets get a little different. So I think definitely you felt Grammy-esque, you know what I'm saying? So that was a beautiful thing. But as far as like a completely different feeling outside of just doing this so many times before having to do it these last 5 times through this process in the show, it's home.
Yeah. Well, as a viewer of the show, it seems like Adam is one of the coaches where you can see him actually coaching and shaping some of these performances in ways that maybe some of the other coaches aren't, and specifically, looking at the a cappella start for your performance tonight. What do you feel for as a group, you feel his biggest impact on both your individual performances and also just your performance style so far?
I think I might start. I think one of the cool things about Adam is he's a music lover, so he loves all type of genres, and I think it's really cool because I feel like he really wants us to embrace all the genres that we like to sing and put them into one. And I think what's really cool about that is we've been able to do different songs throughout this whole show, different types and styles. I think it's really dope, honestly. That's one of my biggest takeaways is he's also really great at arranging songs and understanding when things are missing or when things need to be taken away. Um, so I think he's just been phenomenal at arranging all of our pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I think what strikes me, this is really maybe not even the answer, but what strikes me about Adam is like the magnitude to which he is a celebrity and also a rock star, and how cool he is like I don't know. I guess it just beyond the performance, he gave me so many great notes along the way. He changed my performances, rearranged stuff like Lucia said. He flat out said when things weren't working and made me better at it. But the way he delivers information and the way he sees, the way he sees the show and sees the world is just very refreshing because there's this idea of people who have reached that level of, success or fame or whatever, having some sort of, like holier than thou vibe, and it's just like not him at all. He's just like such a cool guy. So I don't know. For me, it's just like kind of reinstates my faith in the industry in a lot of ways when it's being ripped from me every day. So it's cool to just meet a guy who's like, hey, I've been doing this for a long time and I make a lot of successful records and I'm just still really, really cool. Like that's been my biggest takeaway, I think.
Um, for me, it's the individual takeaway is uh, trusting your musical knowledge and your decisions. Um, like Lucia said, he allows you to tamper with genres that that you probably like for instance, like I said, Drink You Away. I chose the song. But primarily primarily you would look at me, I'm an R&B singer. So to choose a song like that and then be able to voice that I wanted these changes and let's do it like this or this version or whatever. And him being, all right, go off. You know what I'm saying? Him being so accepting to not being one of those coaches that are trying to change you, but he's trying to give you something that you can enhance what you already do. So he trusts your ability. He believes in it. He's just doing his due diligence in, a lot like adding something to it to enhance it, not to change it, not to alter it, just to enhance it and take what, I mean, you'd be a fool not to listen to any other coaches. You know what I'm saying? They're in a realm and on a level of success that we're aspiring to get to and be on. So you'd be a fool not to listen to it. But like Connor said, it's the approach. It's his approach to it. It's his openness. It's the goofy part of it. Like it's the not. It's not that he's not serious. It's just it's a approachable, acceptable, encouraging way in which he coaches and tells you or criticizes and like changes things and adds to it. It's not trying to bully ball you or boss hog like something like that. He's real open to allowing you to be yourself and then show you where you can tweak it at to be better.
Yeah.